Good morning, everybody. So it is Monday morning. It's just shade past 5 a.m. We're about to start the clock for the day and head on north to Tyrone, New York. We've got an 8 a.m. delivery there, and then from there we will move further north into Rochester, New York. We are kind of in the back roads right now. We're on US 22, but we'll be taking a little turn onto 322 here in just a few miles. Not even that far, really. I think about a mile and a half. Yeah, so we just finished our reset. Got a fresh clock for the week. Spent the weekend here at the Duncannon pilot in Duncannon, Pennsylvania. Really didn't do much. I spent a lot of time editing videos. Got 4 completed and uploaded and scheduled for release over the next couple of days, so I'm getting caught up. My goal is to get to the point where I'm running about a week behind on releases. I'm actually want to get to the point where I'm editing either the night of or the next day, but I've made the choice to stay about a week behind. That way I don't have to worry about showing where I am when I'm loaded. It's just a security thing. Every once in a while we'll run a load that's a little higher value, and I want to make sure that for security reasons I can't be that you don't know where I am until after I've already been there. So you know, that's one of the things that you got to take into account when you're trucking, is that sometimes you're just hauling stuff that people shouldn't ought to know that you're hauling until it's been safely delivered. So there's that. The laptop seems to be working good. I have had no issues with any kind of performance issues with editing the videos. I'm still learning how to do it right, and I'm starting to get a little bit better at it, I think. So hopefully the quality of the videos will start improving over the next couple of weeks. We're almost to 100 subscribers, so little round of applause for everybody that has subscribed so far. If you haven't yet subscribed and you're liking these videos, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, and also like the videos and comment down below. I really do appreciate the feedback. I try and respond to everybody. That's not just an outright troll. Yeah. Let's get rolling, shall we? So supposedly today's the day that truck drivers are supposed to just unite miraculously and ban going into New York City for political, to support Trump. I think truck drivers ought to just band together and ban New York City in general, but if you want to do it for supporting Trump, I'm all for it. But let's be real, it ain't gonna happen. You know, freight rates are in the toilet. The market sucks, and to make matters, and it's a free market. There will always be somebody willing to take the loads, and if there's not enough people willing to take the loads, well, then the loads will fetch a higher price, and somebody will take the loads. That's just the way the free market works. I support it. It's not political. The free market is the free market, and politics don't enter into that. That's how capitalism works, and I'm glad that's how capitalism works. I wouldn't take it any other way. So, yeah, I support not going into New York City because New York City sucks for a whole lot of reasons. yeah, this ban isn't going to do a damn thing. It ain't going to hurt New York. Maybe if it's even a little bit successful, it'll raise the freight rates for a handful of drivers that are willing to get in, that are willing to take it. But yeah, it's not gonna have the desired effect of punishing New York. Sorry, I just gotta say it. You know, like I said, I support not going into New York, and if there's if you are of the political inclination to support Trump and punish New York and really kind of punish yourself, well, there's not a punishment to yourself, because not going into New York is not a bad thing. But if you're of the political persuasion to punish New York by not going there, more power to you. I don't want to go to New York just for general purposes, and I think most truck drivers don't want to go into New York for just general reasons. But there will always be truck drivers that are willing to go into New York. Either they don't share your politics, or they're just desperate for cash. One way or another, there will always be truck drivers going into New York. That truck coming around the corner looked like it was just out in the street, blocking the whole road.
And then the rubber's so cold that it doesn't
These roads are a little bit slick. I've felt it lose traction a couple of times. just taking it easy. The speed limit through here is 55, but there ain't no way I'm going 55 in this thing. I'm doing about 35 right now on the straight stuff and slowing down even further on the curves. Last time I came up here in the wintertime, I was actually driving on full-on snow. We just passed a snowplow going the opposite direction. So they're treating the roads, but it's still a little dicey. Just taking it easy. There's a car behind us who flashed us onto this road so he could get behind us for whatever reason. He could have gone first. I'd have let him go first, because I know we're going to be going slow through here. I knew we were going to be going slow through here. But, oh well. Like much.
You have reached your stop.
And it ain't
the stop
much.
is on your left.
But it is our stop. those shots turned out. This is the first time I've done any exterior shots on the truck, so I don't know how the angles worked, but we'll see. We'll see what they look like. So we're off to our next stop. Hopefully they don't give us any trouble. I noticed a couple of the pallets are double stacked back there, and I know one of the times that I showed up at this particular receiver, they complained about that. They tell them they supposedly they're not supposed to double stack them, but they double stacked them. So it ain't my fault, ain't my problem, but we'll see if they give us a hard time about it. So it is cold outside. It's 20, no, actually it's warmed up. It was 20 something when we got here. It's warmed up to about 30 something now, but I'll have to keep an eye on the road still. It's still a little bit slick, although I have seen plows going by that are spreading salt and slag and stuff, so hopefully going out of here won't be quite as dicey as coming in, but we shall see. All right, see you on the next stop.
After 700 feet you will reach your destination. The destination will be on your right. You have reached your destination. The destination is on your right.
wind up on the right door. Maybe they're trying to keep the cold out. I suppose that's a possibility. But I have never been here, and I've been here multiple times. I've never been here when the door was closed. Anyways, I'm gonna slide the tandems, go inside, check in, see what's going on. See you in a little while. Hey folks, so we are probably almost done unloading here. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot for them to take off, and they've been back there bumping around for several minutes now, so I think we're almost done. We have got our next load, or at least it hasn't been dispatched to us, but we've got the information because we got a tracking request. It's a Schneider load. We are going to pick up not far from here. I think it's about 50 miles from here, in a little place called middle of Nowheresville. In a little place called where is it? Silver Springs, New York. We're going to pick up salt. I assume it's salt. We're going to Morton Salt, and then we're taking that over to South Philly. I'm not real excited about that, but I looked it up on the GPS. It's actually, we're going to the ports, so it's, you know, it's going to be easy in, easy out for the most part. No green light yet, but almost. So yeah, and we're going to deliver that by tomorrow morning. So that's not a very long drive. It looks like it's about 340 miles total from the pickup to the drop off. I'm going to stop off at a little truck stop called 490 Truck Stop on the way to the pickup because I got to use the bathroom. And and it isn't the go find a tree type of bathroom. So that's our plan for the day so far. I don't know where we'll stop tonight yet. I don't have a fuel stop from my dispatcher yet. I don't know if we'll need one. So that's what the plan is. I'm just kind of keeping an eye out for that green light. That's why I keep looking over here. But because I need to get to the bathroom. And the sooner they get done, the sooner I can go. And they don't. I could probably go in and ask this place, but their setup here is kind of annoying. They've got a doorbell that you got to ring, and then they've got to come and answer the door, and then let you in, and then tell you where to go. So it's just kind of a little bit more of an annoyance than it's worth. But we'll be out of here soon, I'm certain, and be on the road. See you soon. signs saying Morton truck route, follow this path, go this way. Well, our GPS wasn't lying, it got us here.
You have reached your stop. The stop is on your left.
And all trucks to the right. I guess we got to scale.
Now turn left and then make a U-turn.
Maybe. There's 2 lanes. Are there 2 lanes? There's 2 lanes. Check in with the guard. Yes, sir. Well, so there's apparently an issue with our pickup number, and they're kicking us out. At least for the moment. See that Cadence truck right there on the right? Well, he got here, and he's got the same pickup number as we got. He's here first, so he's going to get that load. I've let my dispatcher know, and he's getting on the horn with his broker, and probably reading the broker the riot act, because my dispatcher don't take no crap from nobody. But in the meantime, we were creating quite the line of trucks behind us. So they're kicking us out. Told me where we can go park and wait until we have a new pickup number. So that's what we're gonna do. I've actually been to this location before. It's been a long time. And they've changed the location of the guard shack, but I've been here. I don't know if it was with this company or if it was with one of the previous companies. We shall wait here for further instructions from our dispatch. Alrighty, we got a new pickup number, so let's hope we're not stuck in this snow and get back over there. Truth. Can we get out of the snow? Yeah. It's a little bit slippery. But that's what your inner axle lock is for.
Route recalculation.
Of course, now we are at the end of a long line of trucks to check in.
Route recalculation.
There was a bunch of trucks that were already checked in and waiting, so we're gonna have a long afternoon. So we got here around 2 o'clock. It is now almost 9 o'clock. We are just loaded and checked out. This facility, it's kind of abusive to drivers, honestly, because they make you wait 5 hours to get loaded. For starters, I didn't even get docked until 7 p.m. So let's see, it's 9 hours. We've been here since 7 hours we've been here. But for the first 5 hours, we were basically working on getting checked in and then just sitting and waiting for our turn. But unlike most shippers who just say, hey, go over there and park and we'll call you when we've got a door for you. No, that's not how it works here. Here, you've got to stay awake. You've got to stay up and attentive, because they just say, you're next after that guy in that trailer. So whenever he pulls forward, you pull forward. Whenever the guy in front of him pulls forward, he can pull forward. You know, you've got to stay awake. You've got to stay in line, essentially, and watch the guy next to you to see when he moves forward. So you can't even just really go in the back and fall asleep for however long until they call you. No, you got to stay awake. You got to stay alert. You got to pay attention, or you lose your place in line. And then once you finally get docked 5 hours later, they make you wait inside in a little holding pen next to the back of your trailer and until you're loaded. You can't wait in your truck. You have to wait in their little holding pen, and it took 2 hours. Well, I'll be fair, an hour and a half for them to get to. Well, it took an hour for them to get to me, and then a half an hour to get them to get loaded. So I stood in this little holding pen for an hour and a half, basically loading jail, because you're not allowed to go anywhere else. You're not allowed to use your cell phone. Even if I could have used my cell phone, there was no signal. So yeah, just standing there and twiddling your thumbs for an hour and a half until you're loaded. And then they give you your paperwork, and you can go up and you can do your checkout and all that. Not normal stuff, but complete and utter nonsense. So consequently, I've been off duty for 7 hours, but I haven't been resting for any of that time. Which is why I now need to go to sleep and get 7 hours of sleep. Because otherwise I will be a mess tomorrow, and we've still got to get up at 3 a.m. and start our normal 4 a.m. to however long it takes shift. Because, yeah. So what I did, and they don't even allow you to park overnight on site. They run out your entire clock, but they don't let you spend the night. But this little dirt lot out on the main street, I was able to just creep out here without triggering my clock, without automatically switching to driving. And so I've been able to stay off duty but get out to at least legal parking. Not pleasant parking, it's just a dirt lot. There's no facilities. But I didn't flip the clock into drive mode, which is the important thing, which means at 4 a.m. I'll be able to start driving. Or technically I could probably start driving at like 1 a.m. or something like that, but I'm not going to, because I need more sleep than that. So at 4 a.m. we'll be able to start out of here. I've talked to my dispatcher. He's cool with that. We're not going to get there by our 9 a.m. appointment. I don't know what they were thinking scheduling an appointment that early. I don't know how they were expecting us to get there that early, considering these bozos take 7 hours to load you. But so yeah, we're not going to get there on time. Dispatcher understands. He's on board with it. He said just get there when you can get there. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, sorry I didn't film anymore. There wasn't really anything to film. We were literally just sitting in a line of trucks for 5 hours and then standing in a box inside where we're not allowed to use our phones or any electronic devices for the next hour and a half. So there wasn't anything I could film. And it just sucked. And it was boring. And I was just, didn't even have any real bathrooms. They had a porta-john for us that we could leave our little jail cell, go back outside in the freezing cold, and pee in a porta-john. Morton Salts, Silver Springs, New York. I've been here once before. I think I said that earlier. I don't remember it being that bad last time I was here. I think I got here just at the right time and was able to pretty much slip right in and maybe had a little bit of a wait, but I don't remember it being this bad. Yeah. Good night, everybody.